Don't worry, I'm not gonna spoil anything. You're safe to watch this. This movie sucks, and I liked The Last Jedi. The Rise of Skywalker is far and away one of the most frustrating movies I've seen all year. Now, the Star Wars franchise in general has devolved into this giant monster of story decisions that get nitpicked to death. It's like you have two options: talk about the story elements and whether or not you like the developments in the lore, or literally anything else you would talk about when reviewing a movie. Not that any of that matters, because I hated almost everything they did here. I'm not here to dump on anyone who had a good time with this movie. If you enjoyed Rise of Skywalker, I'd certainly like to know why, but I like to think I'm above bluntly judging people for nothing else but liking a movie that I don't. Anyway, the way this story is presented takes away everything that could have been effective about it. This is one of the most obnoxiously paced stories I've seen all year, and it leaves the film feeling like a complete nightmare. It would be so much better if it just calmed the f*** down. Every scene felt like it was stripped of everything that didn't directly lead to the next. The film never lets anything sink in. And that goes for plot reveals, answered questions, action scenes, and the copious amounts of exposition. None of the conversations or moments feel real or authentic. The film is so preoccupied with getting from point A to point B as fast as humanly possible that it forgets to leave room for any tone or atmosphere. There are big reveals and moments that should feel epic and satisfying that come and go so quick you barely have time to acknowledge they've even happened. Every scene was like, well, we gotta go here, but oh no, the First Order's here too. Look out, it's Kylo Ren. Gotta go somewhere else. Exposition scene. Now we gotta go here and introduce these new characters. Exposition. Here's how we're gonna get here. Oh, Kylo Ren is back. Imagine that for 2 hours, and that's Rise of Skywalker. At some point when the big final confrontation was happening, I really sat back and thought to myself, wow, I feel absolutely nothing. This kind of pacing would be terrible in any movie, but especially as the cap to a trilogy of trilogies, it takes away any sense of finality. Even after it was over, I felt like I hadn't seen the movie. Everything came and went so fast, I think it bypassed my object permanence. I know I saw it, but it feels like I still have yet to see the finale to the trilogy. This issue pretty much killed every moment in the movie for me, so I can't say that anything really works, but Kylo Ren and Rey are still good characters. I didn't care much for either of their character resolutions, but some of their stuff was okay. The new lady bounty hunter, who was friends with Poe, was fun, and she looked like the Rocketeer, which was cool. And the lightsaber fight on the Death Star wreckage was the one wholly satisfying part of the film. You know, say what you want about The Last Jedi, and I know you probably already have. But Rian Johnson at least put thought into the story he wanted to tell. Even if you don't like parts of it, at least it feels like it makes complete sense from his perspective. Instead of doing that, J.J. Abrams just went, dude, what if I just put all this shit in the final movie? Johnson totally ruined the 40,000 mystery boxes that I set up for some reason, despite only having creative control of the first movie. So, I'm just gonna put anything I want in the conclusion with reckless abandon as revenge. The Rise of Skywalker feels like it's made with spite. It is such a snide, sarcastic movie. As if Abrams didn't even try to pick up the pieces after a movie that didn't hurt the trilogy nearly as much as people are saying it did. Spoilers redacted, but a good majority of the story developments feel yanked out of nowhere and are colossally disappointing. I'm the first guy to admit I was excited for Rise of Skywalker, and I wanted it to be good so badly. I would love nothing more than for this to be a great film to shut up the people who hate the sequel trilogy. But I can't recommend this in good conscience. I simply did not care about anything that was happening. I wanted to leave. Kylo Ren and Rey are good, but this is still an incredibly messy, obnoxious film. And if anyone tells you that this is a satisfying conclusion to the Skywalker saga, they are lying to you, kick him in the balls, and go get yourself a pizza. As far as I'm concerned, the prequels are still at the bottom of the filmmaking abyss, never to return from the depths of hell. Each one makes me undyingly frustrated and mad, but if there's any negative adjective worthy of Rise of Skywalker before them, it's hollow. I've never felt a Star Wars film be so empty before. I realize Star Wars is prone to people changing their minds about them upon repeat viewings, but I'm pretty sure my mind is made up because I don't even want to have a repeat viewing of this one. Star Wars Rise of Skywalker gets a 2 out of 10. The holiday special is better than this. Do better. I guess it's closer to a 3, but if you told me I'd have to even think about giving Rise of Skywalker the same rating as Black Christmas, my brain would have turned to mush.